when I look around and see so many people that I've been close to for so many years. I see Representative Rhonda Taylor, who I was with not too long ago, hosting an event over in Rockdale County. Representative, thank you for being here. I see friends that have been near me for many, many years. Horatius, his family have surrounded me. We go all the way back when he was first installed up in North Carolina as a pastor by Bishop Long. I mean, that's how far back we go. And I look around this room, I can start calling names, and it would take me all night, but I don't think y'all want to hear me do that. But I will tell you a story because this story is important to me. When I made a decision 22 years ago to run for office, I knew one thing. I had to have the support of my family. And I'm not just talking about my own kids. It wasn't optional for them, the three of them. My son would tell you, he was out there on the trail a whole lot. But when you have my Aunt Janelle, people don't know our story that much, and I will tell you a little bit. I see Larry slipped in here with that nice jacket on. Thank you. Who's going to be the next senator from the 10th, I understand. But when I think about my family and the support that they've given me growing up, and I would tell all of you that our lives just ain't been no crystal stair. And my sisters that are here that spoke before me, every time I hear them speak, there's a deepness inside of them that resonates in my heart. So if I get a little bit emotional up here, it's because I know what we went through. I was orphaned when I was 11 years old. That means I lost my father when I was 9. We lost our father when I was 9. Of course, Daphne was much younger. She's 5 years younger than I am. And thankfully, my sister is only about 4 or 5 years older than I am. So we were caught there in the middle, having 2 years apart to lose not just your father, but also your mother. But I would tell you there was another family that took care of us. And my mother's mother, my Aunt Jonelle, is here today. Yes. So Aunt Jonelle, she is a young 85 years old. And if she could get up here today, if she could make it down these steps, and sitting at the same table is next to her is all of my cousins and where's Tamika? She's my sister cousin, by the way, because we were all very close. See, my mother was one of how many kids, Becky? 6? 8? I don't really know. And see, so we have a long and a large extended family. Some of them live in all the counties in this district for the 13th, by the way, so they're here working tonight. And Keisha and Horatius, thank you guys. I have some pastors that are here that I really got to recognize. I'm going to have them, if y'all will, just kind of come on up here. They drove all the way from Newton County to be here. Come on up here, Pastor. It's okay. See, there's a story before I even knew that he and his wife had a church up in Newton County. So I used to go up to, where's Justin? I used to go up to Oconee fishing, and my son would tell you, I would throw him in the lake up there and tell him to swim. He eventually got really good at it. And while we were up there at Oconee, we had a chance to jet ski and do all those other kind of things. Son, I'm sure you remember, and cut grass too, by the way. The story about my son when he, we built this house 23 years ago. And when he got emancipated, he's like, Dad, I don't want to cut any more damn grass. I cut way too much grass. Son, I'm getting old. You got to come back there because... But good friends had a business. And to me, politics is about connections. And this is the kind of connection that I want to highlight up in Washington, D.C. And that is when you have a business person who had a small business. And Pastor, if you just kind of take a moment and tell us about your business and how we met, because it really is. And I didn't even know he was a pastor. His food was good, though.
Yeah, just want to take a moment to share with you all. At Senator Jones, we had a family restaurant called Denny Paul Soul Food, and off of that, kind of moved into a franchise called Wing Nights at Benny Paul's.
Mhm.
And so I had the Wing Nights inside of our soul food place just to start it off. And this guy come in, very humble, and had been doing some work somewhere of supervising
Cutting grass.
okay, work, amen. And I didn't know exactly who he was at the time. And so, you could tell that he was an important man and where he carried himself, with I mean, he just moved in a way with character, and you could tell that this guy, you ever met someone that is not trying to be somebody, but you can tell they are somebody? Yeah, he was
Kind of like me.
Where can I get the sheriff up here?
Here coming. Just point them out.
We became friends, and I had a nephew that worked with him on
Should I mention Chuck? So you guys got to handle it. The artist, so you got to handle it.
We'll handle that, yes.
Great man. One of the things that admired me the most is that he's a godly man. And he's quiet when he needs to be, but he has a lot to say when he needs to say it. And so I'm grateful to call him my friend, and I'm sure that you all can attest to the same. So thank you, Senator Jones.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh, and you're probably saying, what is his name? My name is Dr. Benford.
You got to tell about your church?
Oh,
What's the name of your restaurant?
okay. The restaurant is Benny Paul's Soul Food, as well as a franchise chain called Wing Nights at Benny Paul's. So with me and my wife, Sister Emily, 31 years. She have worked beside me, of course. Great family, great kids, and Wing Nights at Benny Paul's. So we're grateful. Amen. The church in Covenant, Georgia, is Present Glory Missionary Baptist Church. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor. Being here tonight, I've had an opportunity to connect and make connections with so many other people. I can't forget Justin and his wife, Joy. Justin, I've just promoted him as general manager of my dealership because I told him I need to go run for Congress. Look after the place. Don't run it in the ground. And where is Miss Kenya and Al and Kalata? I can't call their names, She's kind of slipped in here. It's like, don't y'all be taking too many pictures of me then. But I will tell you that even before I knew Kalata and her sister, I knew their father. And I'm going to ask that you all pray for this family because Bishop just passed. And he has been funeralized at Grace Baptist Church. Is that correct, Madam Chair? Next Saturday. I am like family to them, by the way. And I remember when I first ran for office, I don't like telling this story, but since our cheerleader in Henry County is here, I'm going to tell it. Don't worry, I got a few other stories to tell too. But let me tell you, this is a good story. When I first ran for office 22 years ago, there were a few other people in this contest like we have now, but I knew I was going to systematically destroy all of them. Oh, I didn't mean that. It's all in fun in politics. But the first time that I met our current cheerleader, Dr. Smith, is when she was the campaign for one of my opponents. And I think his name was like Dap Daddy. That's what I used to call him. I used to make fun of him. So about halfway through the race, now I had never held elected office before, but I knew that he was an attorney. He knew the lieutenant governor at the time, Mark Taylor, and had all these credentials, having been a lobbyist up there, and just knew he was going to slide into this seat. She thought so too. And about halfway through the race, all of a sudden, I get a phone call. And this call is like, well, I'm Claudia Harrell. I'm like, well, yeah, I know you. I met you out there. Then she tells me, Senator, I really want to work with your campaign because I think he's going to lose. So she got smart there for the 13th. She's here tonight. Thank you, Madam Chair, and the work that you're doing in Henry County. And I got some friends back there in the back who raised me in Henry County. And that's right, Ed. I see you back there, you and Brandon. Ed Clark, y'all don't know the story, but Ed is synonymous with Atlanta Motor Speedway in our great state, right here in the Southern Crescent, which is one of our jewels down in Henry County. We claim you, by the way, and we know you're all pulled from all over the globe, but we claim you. That's right. But let me tell you a little story about Ed and how we met. He was very active in Henry County, and I was trying to sell him a car, a truck or something. I'm like, politics is about making connections. I don't care if it's business or friendship. Representative, you know what I'm talking about. So Ed got elected as the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce, I don't know, 40 years ago. How old are you? But I would tell you, because I'm dating myself, because I was on the board of the Chamber of Commerce in Henry County as well. And we voted to put Ed Clark in charge of the Chamber of Commerce in Henry County. We had this old tired building over there. We needed a new building. We knew Ed had a lot of money. If not, he could get it from the Bruton Smith family. And, you know, Ed, you're the man. But here's what Ed did to me. He's like, Emanuel, we know you have a business down here at McDonough Legacy. But he said, you need to do more in the community. He said, I think you need to succeed me as chair of the Chamber of Commerce in Henry County. I said, you crazy as hell. Then he came back again and said, you know, we really need you to take over this position. And naturally, or unnaturally, however it worked out, Ed, I don't know what you did to me. But he promised me some tickets. I said, okay, give me some race tickets. Again, in that suite of yours, I'd do it. And he did, and I succeeded Ed Clark as chair of the Chamber of Commerce in Henry County. Had to have been at least 25 years ago, somewhere around in that ballpark, because the next thing I knew, Ed and the members of the Henry County community said, you know, there's an open spot and you really need to consider running for office. I'm like, well, you got any money? Because I don't. But Ed, thank you for being a good friend through the years. He's here tonight. He is a legend in Henry County, particularly with the work that he's done, the charitable work that your foundation has done over in the Atlanta Motor Speedway, and Brandon, who is his protege, who works with us at the Capitol, by the way, and eventually we're going to be able to have some pari-mutuel betting over there at Atlanta Motor Speedway. That's what we're working on. Thank you, Mark. That's Justin's father. And I knew it's about time. I can't keep him quiet too long, you know, when he's bursting through the door. But I would like the members of really those that saw fit to support me early on. Benita, Dr. Smith, you all, will y'all allow me this one courtesy, please? My good friend who I spent 18 years in the Senate with, Senator Lester Jackson. When I thought about this run for Congress, he was the first one representative that I reached out to, because I told Senator Jackson, I said, you left me up there at the Senate right after COVID. Let me tell you another secret about my friend. Where are you, Lester? Oh, okay. But I tell you another story about my friend, Lester Jackson. Lester was, we were in the Senate in the middle of COVID. Y'all remember 2021 session when we were all told we were going to shut it down. You remember, Representative, when we had to just shut it down abruptly, by the way. So they just told us, we're out of here. Yeah, we've canceled the rest of the session. And I was at home thinking, you know, this thing must be really serious for the state of Georgia to do that. Just cancel session and drop out the bills and even the budget. And then I called Lester. And Lester, and I would tell you that for 18 years, we sit right next to each other. We would always huddle on the side of the chamber. That wasn't a moment where we weren't together. Our voting record's like 100%, because I'm looking at how he voted, and I voted the same way. I didn't have to study the bill. I'm telling too many secrets. It's all right there. But then when we got summarily dismissed, I called Lester, and I'm like, do you know why? He said, yeah, I know why. He said, because of COVID. I said, Lester, I hope you don't have it. He said, if I do, you got it too. So Lester and I have been thicker than thieves. He's been my good friend. And when I started this campaign for the 13th district. He was the very first person who stood by me. And I know he's somewhere floating around, but I couldn't have done this without him being by my side, even as we go through each day, every single day. There's not a moment goes by when we don't talk. Because Lester, I would tell you, he has a lot more friends around than I do, and I'm a little bit shy, can you tell? But I want to, we're members of the team, if you all would come up. And I can't let a moment go by without introducing my lady, Fabiana Araujo. I hope I pronounced that correctly, by the way, from, if you can't, I couldn't pronounce when I first met her either way, because she's from Goiânia over in Brazil. So thank you for being here and helping with all of this and pulling all of this together. And Benita, if you guys would come up here and the rest of the team, I knew early on that I had to get some really talented folks to help me. Maggie, come on up here. You're just taking all the pictures. And I reached out to the sheriff. I said, Sheriff, I don't need you on the campaign. Can I have your wife? So Deidre, thank you. Thank you for, see, I'm not a stupid politician, by the way, and I know if I get the wife, I got him too. He ain't going very far. Dr. Smith, come on up here. Am I missing anybody? Rhonda, come on up here. Will you please come on up here and join us? And this is a journey that we've all saw fit to take and undertake. And I'm just going to ask that if you all will continue to pray for me. And I would tell you, in my family, we are and always have been Angela Affleck. Okay, Angela Evans Affleck. Aunt Jonelle, you mind waving your hands a little bit so everybody will see who you are? That's my mother's sister, by the way, who fed me when I couldn't feed myself. We have a lot of pastors in our family. They thought I was going to be one too. Sorry, Becky, I disappointed you. But politics is just as bad. But in all sincerity, by the way, we have a lot of challenges in these United States, by the way. We have a lot of challenges. I've seen things happen, Larry, that I never ever thought I would see before. I wake up every day with whiplash running. Which direction do I look over here? I look over there. What's getting ready to happen next? And I'm just praying that we have some sense of normalcy, Rajiv. Rajiv represents the Raleigh community, and please come on up here and join us as well. Just praying for some sense of normalcy. And I believe now more than ever, after spending 21 years in the state Senate, that this is our time. Not my time, this is our time. And I'm committed that if you all continue to support me and send me up to DC, I will make a difference in DC like I've done in the state of Georgia. I'm running on my record, not running away from it these last 20 years, Pastor Benford. I'm not. Because Sam would tell you, come on up here, Sam. The person who convinced me 30 years ago I need to run. I said 30 years only because it took him about 7 or 8 years to really convince me. But he said 30 years ago, Sam. And Sam told me, this is a quick story, by the way. I got a whole lot of them, so I hope y'all bear with me. Sam told me, he's like, Senator, if you run, I've worked with you for a couple of years, maybe 4 or 5 years. He's been telling me that every single year for the last 21 years. You know what I'm talking about. Sam has been that person to me because I didn't know anything about politics, Madam Chair. I didn't. But I knew that I had to lean on the right people because if you don't, you get all twisted up in this game. Tell them, Representative. Because there are things that are out there that if you don't have someone like Sam by you, you will step on a whole bunch of landmines. And I will tell you that in my 21 years, my record is unblemished. Jose said, what, unbossed and unbought? There ain't enough money to buy me. But there is enough money, Sam, that $18,000 will get paid for me to commit serving each and every last one of you. That's all I want to do. These last 21 years for me has been about service. It's not been about any notoriety or anything related to self-aggrandizement. And when I ever thought that I had any kind of an ego, I had Justin on one side at my dealership and Sam on the other side in politics who kept me centered. Thank you, guys. Sam, thank you. Representative, I don't think they understand what we're talking about in the Capitol. Help them enlighten them a little bit. Would you tell us your story?
I'm just a guest. Well, he's right.
See how we start off like that? Then we blow you away.
We're both in the minority party. He's on the Senate side and I'm on the House side. And we just get browbeaten most of the time while we're down there. But I will say this, and I say it everywhere I go. Carlotta, you know, I say everywhere I go that we need you. Point blank. When we have those hearings and we need you to come and testify, we don't see you. But when it's AKA Day, Alpha Day, you're coming 150 strong.
Absolutely.
Take a picture, have your little lunch, have us to come talk to you. But when I tell you that when you show up, it makes a difference.
Tell it now.
It makes it. They listen to us all the time, ignore us, just tune us right on out. But when they see you all come in numbers, they pay attention. So I always say that no matter where I go, because I know that is what our issue is right now. That's a challenge that we're facing. We are in the minority, but we're about to be in the majority in the House. We're going to pick up about 6 seats.
Amen.
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 That deserves an amen. And in doing that, it will reposition us to do some things that you probably may not even be aware that's happening right now. Like Bill just came down yesterday. I mean, not just the bill. The Justice Department just sent a notice down to the state yesterday saying that they're going to sue them to get all of your personal voting information. They want to know who you are, your birthday, how you vote, where you live, and our Georgia law prohibits that. So that the Justice Department in D.C. is going to sue to get your personal information. And what do you think they're going to do with that? They're going to gerrymander us. They're going to, what do they call it? Pack and crack.
Stack, pack, and crack.
Crack, yes, stack, pack, and crack. And so this is the time where everybody needs to get involved. Everybody needs to pay attention. Everybody needs to participate in this process because this may be the best chance we've had in over 2 decades to get something done.
We did have one victory though.
We've got a lot of small victories and we're going to get some more victories. And when I say collectively do what we got to do to not only get the victory, but to dominate. Because we do stand for the health care. We stand for at least a living wage. We stand for being able to afford to live in America and have a piece of the dream. I honestly can say that. And when you look at the differences in the two parties, it's obvious. So we want to dominate so we can help you all be better. And I'm going to stop there because I could go on.
Give her a hand, would you please? Thank you. I see Larry Johnson here. Any other electors in here, previously elected? Please stand so I can recognize you. Tell us who you are.
I could hear them back there. Good evening, everyone. This is the best day of my life. Is it for yours? Merry Christmas for my people. I just want to say, hey, I'm here, glad to be part of this, what you call this, extravaganza.
There you go.
But I'm Larry Johnson, running for State Senate District 10. Our friend Emanuel Jones, this is his seat, and he's getting ready to move on up. And so I'm here to fight for us at the State Senate and make those things happen. So thank you all. Please see Larry Johnson for Senate.com. That's it. Thank you, sir.
Come on up here. One of our school board members and a good friend.
Good evening. My name is Annette Edwards, and I am on the County Board of Education. I've been on the board for 11 years, coming up for re-election next year. So if you live in Henry County or you know someone in Henry County, ask them to vote for Annette Edwards because I work for the students of Henry County schools. And I've known this man about 25 years. And when I ran for election, of course, he supported me, and I support him as well. And he is going to win that. Yes,
Thank you. Thank you. I will relinquish the mic. I don't know anybody want to hear me anymore. I could go around and call all the names. Where's my son over there? EJ2? Thank you, son. This is the pride of my life. Him, who's an Emory MBA, by the way, and also his younger brother, Emanuel Jones, finishes Harvard Law School next year, May, June, with his not just a JD, but he's also has 2 other degrees from Harvard, a master's in divinity and a doctorate in divinity. I'm proud of my kids, so I get to brag on them. My daughter, Imani, who does all of my social media and commercials, by the way, she's in Portland, Oregon. I didn't fly her here today, by the way. She's broke. She's still in college. She's finishing her doctorate in naturopathic medicine out in Portland, Oregon, and I am so proud. Son, I've been your father. And to see him grow into the young man that he is today, and I would tell you, has a New York life insurance industry, and he's also worked with me in the business. Terrence, you know what I'm talking about. So, son, I love you. I'm glad I had you out there cutting grass.
Right.
Thank you for being that good part of me. You complete me, son. Thank you. And God bless you forever. He's got his posse that he's riding with, a whole bunch of them, by the way. But how can I just not say something, even though he's trying to hide back there, about my sheriff? And let me tell you something about your husband. When I first met Sheriff, please come on up here, Sheriff. Stop hiding in the shadows back there. When I first met this young man, he was still in DeKalb County, but living in Henry. I'm like, why are you over there in DeKalb? You need to be here in Henry. And a good friend of ours who I have always leaned on, who's now one of our federal marshals, came to me and said, Senator, here's a person who I put my faith and trust in, that will make a difference in this community. You see, 6-7 years ago, we had not had a Democrat elected to be sheriff of Henry County. I know I've been here 33 years. 6-7 years ago, we had not had anyone who's had the kind of impact that Sheriff Skandrick has had on, not just on this county, but he also told me that he has a big friend who's about 8 foot tall, by the way, and he's got a I don't want to let it out of the bag too soon, by the way. I understand that he works for you and you pay him a lot of money, even though he's worth about at least $2 billion. But this would not be complete without my friend, my sheriff, just in your own words, blessing this occasion. Would you please?
Bless it or boy?
Not really bless it, but in your own words.
Got it. I don't think I need a microphone. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. This is a wonderful occasion this evening. First of all, let me honor the better half of me. For 41 years that I've been with her, since the 9th grade, but 34 years we've been married.
Hear, hear. That means I got the better half, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I saw my cousin and his better half over there as well. Everyone knows him as, I know him as Marvin Skandrick, my cousin. You guys know him as Slim, sold over 40 million records. The lead singer of the group 112. He's over there, I think, eating and doing something. This is a significant time frame and moment in time that we all need to listen up. This is a good time that we come together and put on our best clothes and eat good food. But that is not the reason that we're here. The reason that we're here is to pick someone to put them on the right seat in the right bus going in the right direction. We have significant challenges now amongst us, and we need the right person to bring people together. What's interesting that my wife says all the time, we need to put folk in office that can help us suffer less. Once we understand that, there's a good book that talks about, Pastor, that in all of our getting to get understanding. And once we understand that, it's important that we position the right men and women to do that. This man to my left has been a significant part of my life, but not only me, several others. So making sure that we all go to the next level of excellence. So what do we do in that moment? What we do in that moment is that we support that man to make sure that he can go to the next level, to ensure that we can suffer less. We stand in states now because we're not united. We need someone to make sure that they understand and have a passion for us collectively as a people, holistically, regardless of your background and where you come from. Frederick Douglass says, where there's no struggle, there's no progress. And the struggle that this man has gone through has significantly prepared him to make sure that he has a heart for the people. Now, what do we do with that? Because it's good that we come together. That's great. What's more important than that is that it takes money to run these campaigns. I want to make sure that we all understand that. This is not a friend raiser.
We're already friends.
This is mere fact that you're in this room, you're a friend. This is a fundraiser. We don't ever want to send an embarrassment to make sure that we're not uniquely qualified and ready to go. The foundation of that is money. It's uniquely qualified. We've identified that. So what do? Everyone here should have this flyer at hand. If not, we will put one in your hand. On that flyer is a QR code. Go to the QR code, and it will tell you specifically what you need to do and how you need to do it. We've already done 1,000.
Thank you.
Anyone want to meet me there? I'm sure we, and I know the folk in the room. Let me call you out. I know a lot of you are blessed beyond measure. But the blessing beyond measure is not a blessing until you bless someone else. It's called the law of reciprocity. From a biblical perspective, the passage says, as you give, it shall be given back to you. Pressed down and running together shall men give unto your bosom. So we're in a situation now that you pull this card out, go to the QR code, and make sure before you leave here that you understand that you are a friend by giving. We position the person in the right place to be on the right seat, on the right bus, going in the right direction. That's why we're here. Can you join me in that pledge? That means that's an audible sound. Can you join me in that pledge? Absolutely. Very good. I hear you. I want to see that happening because they have some folk over here that are looking to see whether or not we are true to what we say in this room. Now, they've been preparing some champagne in the back. If someone can bring me a glass very quick, I want to do a very quick toast.
Here you go.
You don't have one, please? Here you go. Are we there?
I need to say anything about Chucks.
Oh, that's gonna happen next.
So let it be known that on this date, at the residence and estate of Senator Emanuel Jones, soon to be our congressman, the 13th district, that we are honoring him now in this moment to give a toast to what we consider to be excellence, to what we demand to be excellence, to what we support to be excellent, to ensure that he can go forth and make sure that we all, one, come together, have understanding, and most of all, help us all suffer less. A toast.
You're here.
You're here? You're here.